Joining us tonight, 3 construction workers were injured today when a stairwell collapsed at the University of Texas at Tyler. This happened around 12:30 this afternoon near Harvey Lake between the Hudnall-Purtle Roost building and Stewart Hall, where a stairwell was marked for demolition, but not like this.
About 12:30 this afternoon, we got a call from dispatch stating there's been a collapse here at the school.
That call sent first responders rushing to the UT Tyler campus, where they found this. Debris piled up and still hanging from above following the collapse of a stairwell between 2 buildings, one housing administration, including the president's office, and the other communications.
This was permitted work. They were doing some construction, some remodeling, and it didn't go as planned.
We're told the construction crew was doing some cutting when they heard a couple of loud pops right before the landing beneath them collapsed.
All 3 men fell down.
2 of the men were treated on scene, while the third was loaded into an ambulance and taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. A situation first responders and university leaders acknowledge could have been much worse. Considering the fact that this was already a construction zone, this fencing was up before the stairwell collapsed. And that fencing, along with the fact that students are on Thanksgiving break, prevented more people from being hurt.
And the university tells us today's collapse did not affect the structural integrity of the buildings involved. UT Tyler students are set to return to campus from their Thanksgiving break a week from today.